Yeah. Let's go.
By Peen Gang Production.
Let's fucking get it.
Yeah!
Peen Gang, about the D bangs, green bangs, free tains. And the G strains got the free range. Whoops, I just pre-came. It's such a shame. Dang.
What
Say,
up?
girl.
What up?
What's going on,
Been
man?
up to what? How much, man?
You know, just sucking as much dick as I did last week,
Of course.
pretty much.
Of course you start with that shit, even though we kind of figured out that we got more views on the 16-second video
Yeah, I
that
know.
had no vulgarity to it. Within the first 30 seconds, we've already talked about sucking
Oh,
dicks.
shit, yeah. Should I edit it out?
No.
Nah, we're not
Nah.
gonna censor ourselves. Come on, man.
Yeah, fuck that.
Man, my hair's getting long. I need to
Yeah?
shave. Super.
Same, dude.
I got a
at
neck
this
beard
shit.
going on.
Look at this fucking mop, dude.
Oh, yeah. Gotta wax that shit off, man.
I actually just gave my waxing kit to Megan for her legs.
What?
Yeah, I had a waxing kit for that charity stream that I did where I waxed my shins, which kind of sucked, but it wasn't too bad. And it's just been sitting in my closet for like half a year or a year. I haven't ever used it again. And there's no way I'm waxing my head, dude. That would my scalp would just start bleeding. I'd scalp myself, pretty sure.
Well, it's a different kind of wax. You don't necessarily use the wax to pull the hair off. What you do is you get wax that makes your head shinier.
Oh, turtle wax.
Turtle wax.
Hell yeah.
I got some turtle wax for you, buddy.
That's called smegma.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
It's a little penis cheese.
I'm uncircumcised.
Hell yeah.
Hey, welcome everybody to the People Everywhere Everything Now podcast. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah. Episodes released every Monday on Spotify, fucking YouTube,
iTunes.
fucking Stitcher, iTunes,
So if you like this content,
basically everything.
yeah, give us a follow, smash like, subscribe.
That'd be sick.
Yeah,
I
it
think we're
would
at
be.
16 subscribers on YouTube now.
I know, right? 16 whole subscribers. It's hilarious. My son's
Okay.
channel has more subscribers.
Hey, fuck you.
Yeah, but he has
This
like
is still in
actual
its
content.
infancy. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he his gaming channel. He doesn't get to upload to it. I told him that he got like 25 subscribers now. It went from like 18 to 25, and he was like, "What? I haven't even been loading videos up."
That's how you know you're killing it, is if you don't even have to upload videos.
Oh yeah, it's the VR games. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking
But
of my
yes.
son, he's doing well.
Hell yeah.
We chit chat, and he's doing all right. His mother, well, never mind. He told me something. He said that his mother's now getting paid to be his caretaker, which means that he's on some sort of disability, which I fear might put a damper on custody issues. I don't know how that's going to play out.
I don't
but-
think it'll put a damper on custody issues, but we talked briefly about it while playing Tarkov with like IC.
Yeah.
And IC's in Germany, so the culture is different there for sure.
Yeah.
And like I don't even think it would be considered disability like the way it is in America. Because from what he was saying, it's just something that can happen, you know.
Yeah.
But I do think that in American society, being on disability and not having I'm not saying that he doesn't have a true disability, but he's capable of doing things still. I think it, especially
Yeah.
being so young, it could set him up for failure or setting him up to where he doesn't think that he can do things that he definitely can.
Yeah, I'd hate for that to be the case. But on the other hand, she's not working anymore, man. She doesn't work. So
Yeah,
this
she
isn't-
can, right?
It's not that she can't.
Or she just hasn't worked since having another kid, right?
She had surgery or something, back surgery, and she hasn't worked since. So this is an easy paycheck for her. You know, more power to her. But if it screws me over in the end, then I'm gonna be a little upset about it.
Yeah.
If that's the deciding factor. But
I don't know
hopefully
much
not.
about family law, but
yeah,
I don't
either.
see how it would correlate to a custody issue.
I don't either. I mean, if he's... I don't know how it's going to work out, honestly. I just hope that the judge takes a look at the case and is like, this whole thing is effed. Bare minimum for me still would be, I pay more in child support, but visitation is determined by the court and not her. So that's that at the very least is still 10 times better than where I'm at. So
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, if the main goal of this whole custody thing, for anybody who hasn't been keeping up with the podcast and you're somehow listening to this episode, he has been working on trying to get to a reasonable contract between you and the ex. Basically trying to make sure that he can't just be screwed over and not able to see or talk to his kid, which has been happening for a while.
Yeah, it's determined on agreement, and if she doesn't agree to the visitation, there's usually like underlined rules or a guideline of, if we can't agree, these are the guidelines, but this literally just says
a minimum of 2 days out of a week, or every 2 weeks you have to be able to see him like 5 days, stuff like that. That's
standard visitation, and I'd be happy with that. I just don't want her to dictate it anymore. She has control issues, and that's fine. She can be like that. Am I controlling? Do I have control issues? I don't think I do.
I think that you had issues in the past.
Oh, I'm sure.
With control, not specifically about your son or about that relationship or anything, but just about other things in general. I mean, I don't have to get
self-control
like that,
issues.
Well, self-control.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of controlled substance issues.
Yeah.
Maybe. No. Just your standard, like, you don't like. It's like so. Right now, we've talked a lot about how you don't like the way that people can perceive you sometimes, especially recently, where like you're getting ahead of yourself and like getting not upset or offended, but just like getting frustrated with people a lot easier for stupid things that usually you wouldn't get mad at them about, like the whole thing with Panda. Like that's something that you feel like you can't control right now, and it bothers you.
It does.
That's a control issue.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, it does bother me. Just like stupid little things like that just set me off.
Yeah.
I have no control over that. I just feel that way, I guess. Yeah. Well, anyway, things are going all right with us. I'll probably be speaking to him tonight. I don't know, but at least we're talking, which is 100 times better. Yeah, than where I was. But the whole lockdown issue is getting us. What the hell?
I think a lot of people are kind of going stir crazy right now.
I'm feeling it, especially at night. Like I don't know what it is. It's just like this negative shroud just of negativity hits me at the end of the night, and I feel like I need to do something. I feel like I'm missing out on something,
Dude, you need to take a 3-day weekend. Come to Austin, and we'll do a full recorded podcast here on the double mic setup. And you'll also get a little bit of a getaway and all that shit, We can actually do like a IRL drunk stream podcast.
Oh, that'd be super nice. That, and would we have Chris over that day?
Chris Hall?
Yeah.
We could. I mean, this is just spitballing. Like, I said you should come regardless.
Oh, well, I don't know how.
And then that's giving us something to do,
Yeah. In some other states, you need like papers to explain why you're out and stuff like that. Or from what I gather, you need.
I mean, all you have to do is say that you have an interview.
Or something like that. I don't know. I mean,
that's what it is. A podcast interview.
Well, I guess. For work. A work interview.
Yeah. I mean, if you're traveling for work, then it's
I'm not worried about it. Not for Texas, though. I mean, for Texas, it's pretty much business as usual. And you notice, like, traffic patterns have changed entirely. There's no more traffic in the mornings or at night here. It's like the afternoon. Everybody gets sick of sitting at home, and they decide to go out to get something or to do something. So,
or to just drive.
Yeah. So, like 2 o'clock, you notice, like, a lot of traffic for no reason. The traffic that wasn't there in the first place.
I actually went against my nature the other day.
Okay.
I went for an aimless walk around my neighborhood.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
I actually was just... So Megan was over for 2 days the other day.
Uh-huh.
And, I mean, obviously I was working. So I was in my office where I'm at right now and getting shit done. And then like 7 o'clock rolls around and she's been like in the bed playing Animal Crossing the whole time. She's getting a little stir crazy. And I was like, do you want to like go for a walk or like go for a drive, or what do you want to do? She's like, actually a walk sounds nice, because she's a pretty active person.
Aimless walking.
And I was like, yeah, and I was just like, oh fuck. Why did I suggest that?
Yeah, that's hilarious too, because I mean, in an earlier podcast, you're like, Walking aimlessly? That's just so dumb.
It is dumb, dude. I fucking
Walking
hate
without a goal.
walking in the first place.
That's funny. No, man, I love it. I used to do that. Like, so back in my day, we used to walk everywhere. I live a mile away from my closest friend, and I'd have to walk across a couple cornfields just to get somewhere. Now those cornfields are fucking housing developments, so...
Oh, is that the Oak Hollow area?
Yeah, the Oak Hollow area.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. There used to be like trails and stuff back there. There still
Yeah, I
are.
remember
It's just
going
not-
mudding back there in Big Red. You remember that? In the machine.
in Big Red?
Or
Oh,
the-
yeah,
the
the Beast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that, man. That truck was beastly. What was it? The Chevy 2500?
No, it's a Chevy Silverado.
Oh, yeah?
It's a red Chevy Silverado from like 96, I think.
Dude, it was beast.
The thing, I think we talked about it briefly in
Yeah, no,
another
that thing
podcast. But
It was a beast of a beast,
I mean,
dude, that machine.
it
You
went
felt-
through Hurricane Katrina and was still fine.
Yeah, man. Your dick literally grew 5 inches just by
Yeah.
hopping in. No joke.
Yeah, but as soon as I got rid of it, it shrunk back down. So
Shrunk back down to normal. Yeah, now you're
Yeah, it kinda
sitting at an
sucks.
inch.
sitting at an inch, solid.
Oh boy. So yeah.
But I also, I've had this new vest for a while that has no patches on it. It's a black vest.
Mm-hmm.
I added 2 new patches to it, which
Show
are from
'em.
old shirts of mine.
Show
Show
them.
you guys real quick.
Yeah.
I'll show you the bottom one. Pull my pants up so you don't see some ass.
I think they might want to see it. Why do you think they tune in? It's to see your ass. That's why. You know, they definitely don't want to hear us talk. Like,
Look at that
whoever's-
fucking stitching, dude.
Oh yeah, good job. Did you do it by machine or is that hand?
Yeah, I did it
stitch?
by a machine, but
Oh.
it's more complicated than that. Okay, and then the top hat.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Blam.
Very nice.
Honestly, the top patch is like one of my favorite shirts from like 2008, 2009, and I'm a slim thicker right now.
What?
Yeah, I'm a slim thicker. Like I'm thicker than I used to been.
But
I'm still slimmer. Yeah, I'm still slimmer than I used to be, but
Yeah, I
I'm
don't think
also
they-
thicker.
I don't think they make that size anywhere. Slim thicker. Yeah, you got any waist
Slim thick jorts.
jorts in slim thick? They got dummy thick though. That's a size, right?
Dummy thick. Yeah, that's true. I get that shit at Big and Tall.
Yeah,
It's just
clapping cheeks.
the big section that I have to shop in.
Have you ever been to Big and Tall?
Hell no, dude. What
No?
the fuck? I'm short and stumpy.
Oh, I know. I've never been there before, so I was curious. You know, there'd be a new horizon for me. I know
know
some
what?
big and tall guys, but
Come to Austin in a couple weeks, and we'll go to Big and Tall.
we're
It'll probably be
supposed-
closed, but we can at least stand outside the shop and look at it.
They extended the quarantine to like May, right? In the middle of May,
Yeah.
or something like that. Hopefully,
School is basically done for most people as far as
Yeah.
until the summer.
my
But
son.
I mean, I
work-
guess they're still doing it online now.
Yeah, my son has homework assignments online or something, which is cool. I'd like to homeschool him. Honestly, I wish that I had I don't know, I would want to work from home. I want to do something to where I don't have to leave my house so that I could be here with him, help him with his schooling. And I don't know if I told you this, but I want to take judo classes, you know, like traditional Japanese judo.
Like Judo no Mi.
I
Hit them with the white
yeah.
tap.
Yeah, judo know me. Judo
Hit
know
them
me.
with that little Judy chop.
Yeah, you get exactly. I want a Judy
See
chop.
this a regular can of tobacco right here.
Yeah.
I say as you know, it's Ninja Star. No, yeah. That'd be cool. I actually thought like a while back I wanted to take Muay Thai classes.
That's hard stuff, man. Muay Thai.
It's hard stuff, but like a lot of it is sparring too. And at the time I had like 12 piercings in my face, 2-inch plugs. There's no way I would fucking spar with
Nah,
someone.
you'd get that shit
I get
slapped out
punched
of
in
your
the face and like it would be a soft ass tap and I'll just start bleeding from every orifice, dude.
Ugh, damn, dude, you're right.
So
though.
I couldn't do it. And
remember-
like I also tried ninjutsu with Andrew, and I couldn't do it because like grappling and stuff like that, it's just I can't do it unless I'm actually trying to fight someone.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel
That's the
like
only time it's worth getting hurt.
that if I'm put in that kind of a situation, a life or death situation, that I'd come out on top. I have no training though. You know, I bet everybody feels like this. If you get put in that life or death situation, you feel like you're gonna come out on top. But if you're going against trained killers, they're gonna toy with you. And
Oh
fuck
yeah.
you.
If someone
Yeah.
hires an assassin to kill me, I'm dead.
Like fighting for sport, I don't get it. You know, there's no point to it. to fight for, in my eyes, fighting for
I
sport.
mean, I agree.
It's like a test of
bunch
skills.
of hugging and
I
shit.
get that. Like, test your skills at the thing you've spent so much time and dedication to. But I would end it quick as possible. Like,
Dude, there's an old video that I watched one time of this like 60-year-old, used to be like a champion boxer,
yeah.
and he's like walking out of a grocery store with his wife, and this fucking young thug runs up, like mask on and everything, and tries to grab the purse and like puts a gun up towards the wife, and
Okay.
the old man cocks up and just uppercuts the dude, knocks him clean out.
Man, I wish
It's
you had that
fucking
video.
sick, dude.
That'd be dope,
Yeah.
dude. That'd be dope.
Yeah, that's fucking sick, dude.
Do you remember Hippie Stu?
Yeah,
Yeah.
little Stewie.
Yeah, he's the one that was like, we were talking. We haven't seen each other for a while. It's like since quarantine started, honestly. And he was the one that suggested we do judo. I wanted to do jujitsu, but he was like, no, Japanese judo. Fuck that Brazilian shit. So,
Nah, dude, judo is fucking sick though. Mikey G String, shout out Mikey G String on Twitch. He streams RP. He's doing a lot of Valorant, I think is how you say it.
Yeah.
Valorant, or I don't know how the fuck it's.
I don't know. It's a
spelled
weird
fucking
game.
Weird. It's stupid.
I saw him play it. Tuned in on it, and it's like weird.
Yeah, I'll shout out the boys real quick. We've also got Swifty. That's my boy Charles. Known him since like high school. I_Swifty on Twitch, and then Mikey G Strang on Twitch. Both of them stream RP. They both play cops and criminals. Really close homies of mine, and both of them have their own situations, which I won't get into because I don't want to spread their information, of which you could go to their Twitch and they'll tell you point blank. It's easy, but it's not my place. But of course, with all this working from home stuff, as streamers, they're grinding, of course. They're still making their same content, but their significant others haven't been able to work. So off of a medium, not even medium size probably, streamer, that's not really enough to live on alone. So I've been trying to help them out, and if anybody who watches this is interested in watching people goof around on role-playing servers for GTA 5, shit's fucking hilarious. They have these characters. Dude, have you seen the Jason Statham?
Yes, I have, actually. That's what I was thinking about. It's so funny.
Dude,
last time I tuned
making
in,
fun of Jason Statham, dude, is so
but he
fucking
has like
good.
a high-pitched girly voice.
Yeah, he's like, oh, bro, what are you doing now, bro? Why don't you come here? And he like robs banks and shit. And,
yeah,
like,
no, it's hilarious.
so funny.
Dude, it's great.
He like walks up and punches EMTs and shit.
It's so funny, dude.
Fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, I logged in and witnessed that character firsthand. I was like, no way. This is hilarious.
Yeah, they
resubscribed.
they've been bitching at me because him and all of his viewers are like, dude, why are you not doing RP? And like RP would be super fun. Honestly.
Yeah.
I did it for a day where I was streaming, and I made a character who was wearing like basically a full-on alien outfit, and he looked like an alien. And so I came into the server, and none of them knew that I'd came into the server, and I was stream sniping them, so I knew where they were going.
Yeah.
And I went and hid in a bush, and I'm wearing this all green like Buzz Lightyear looking suit, and I'm standing in the bush just like pointing at them, and they're all hanging out, and then they notice me, and they're like, what the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that over there? And so I just stand there, and I just start, I brought out Ned Tango.
Yeah.
And so I brought out Ned Tango, and I just started talking to them and being a goofball. And I basically trolled Mikey G-String for like 30 minutes and like joined their gang and did all this shit as Ned Tango, which was my alter ego in high school. He was special ed, really good at skateboarding.
Oh, yeah.
And had a really, really sick fashion sense.
Have you told him about Mike or
Ned Tango?
Ned Tango? Have we mentioned him?
I think
So-
we've mentioned it once, but I don't think we've ever really talked.
This motherfucker, we went to a Sonic once, right? And Ned Tango has like a t-shirt on with his,
It's like a striped t-shirt.
yeah, tucked inside
regular
his
one.
gym shorts. And he had a helmet on, and he had his skateboard, and he got out and he just started skating, right? Ripping it up. And there's like a group of people at the local Sonic like watching him skate, and then he walked up, he was like, hi, how's it going? I'm
Hey guys, my name's
Nintendo.
Tango. Yeah.
Yeah.
Started fucking with. Well, it was it with you, right?
I was there, yeah.
Yeah, it was with you and I think Nathan.
I don't remember who else was there, but you were showing
We
off
were
in
meeting
front
a
of these
bunch of
people.
like y'all's friends, and I was
Yeah.
just like skating up.
Yeah, and he convinced them that he was special needs, and then started ripping it on the board. So
And they're like, "Damn, he's actually pretty good."
No, he's
To be
good.
fair, I fucking suck at skating.
Yeah, you do.
Like I
You're
could
better than me,
pop shove
but-
it, maybe. You know,
Yeah.
I did do some sick moves at some of those skate spots, but
Yeah.
yeah, and they were all convinced that I was special needs, and then right as we're about to leave, I was like, "All right, dogs, I'll see y'all later, peace." And they were like, "What the fuck?"
What the fuck? It's actually how we met. You were skating in
Yeah.
front of your house, and
Oh, yeah.
Vance and I think we already talked about that though. But you were skateboarding. I was into it a little bit, but I'm just too fat for skateboarding. Like I was too heavy.
I'm fatter than you, dog. So.
I know. Don't ruin my excuse, okay?
Oh no, your excuse is valid. I should not have been a
Yeah.
skater, dude. I got fucking.
Yeah.
Listen to this. I don't know if you can even hear
I
it.
can't hear anything. What's going on? You clicking something?
It's my wrist.
Oh wow, that's terrible. Hold on, let's
Yeah.
click our wrist. You can't
Yeah,
hear
little asthma.
it. All
Yeah,
my
from
bones
fucking
are
falling and shit.
all my bones are creaky anyway, dude. I pop my joints all the time. They're like, "Oh, it's bad for you," and now they're saying it's not bad for you. So,
Yeah, like popping your fingers gives you arthritis.
it
And
doesn't.
then they're like,
apparently.
"No, it doesn't."
Yeah,
Like,
no,
oh, sick.
it actually just relieves pressure. It's not bad for you, you know? I'm like, I don't know. I remember asking my school nurse one time, I was like, hey, is popping your joints bad for you? Like I was looking to a healthcare professional for medical advice, and she's a school fucking nurse. Like, she fucking knows the answer to that question. You know what I mean? She has
Barely.
no idea, you know? This was before, like, everybody was...
Science. It's before science.
Yeah, this is before science. No, this is like before anybody could just Google something and find out the answer, like the right answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is when people were just figuring Google out. Like the way that we would research had, like, Google had emerged, and the way it changed the way we'd research for papers and stuff like that. But now everybody has it on their phones. So when I was at this point in time, it was barely the iPhone 3 was out, barely, maybe. So it was too expensive for anyone to really have it. And if you had one, your parents were probably rich or some shit like that. You know, everybody's
Yeah.
still rocking iPods and shit. And yeah, that was a weird time. The time of no information. You know, and I was thinking about this earlier today. So this is completely off topic. There's no way to segue into this. It's just something that was hilarious to me. I was talking about
Here's your segue.
Penis, yes, and it was really big too. Too bad I was the one getting fucked. No, I was talking about how I used to have like a mohawk and leather jacket. I looked like a real punk bitch. And so this one time, I had a pocket full of nickels
Shells?
and dimes in my jacket pocket, and so I went into the 7-Eleven to buy a pack of smokes, right? But I only had change to pay for it. So I walk up there, mohawk, scraggly looking, probably on drugs, I don't remember. And I walk up to the lady, and I was like, "Can I get a pack of smokes?" Whatever I was smoking at the time. She pulls it out. I show her my ID, and then I'm like, "I'm sorry I have to do this to you." And I reached into my jacket pocket and pulled out all of my change onto the counter. The look on her face, dude, she thought I was about to fucking rob her. Sorry I
For
have
a
to
pack
do
of-
this. Yeah.
I'm
and
gonna call it now a pack of Pall Malls.
Maybe. I don't know. Reached into my pocket. Sorry, I got to do this to you. And the look on her face was pure terror, dude. And then I pulled out all this change and started counting it out on the
Or
counter.
actually, it was probably Camels, dude.
It was
Wise.
Camels, probably. At the time, I smoked a lot of Camels. I used to work at a CVS. Oh, maybe I shouldn't disclose this. I wouldn't talk about it either. Admitting to crime. Maybe when
thing you didn't
CVS goes under. Yeah, good thing I didn't mention it. Never mind.
I mean-
Scratch that. Yeah, I was a criminal. I am a criminal. I had sticky fingers my entire childhood. I would steal from my family mostly. Just, it was a weird mentality growing up.
Like go in and steal quarters out of your dad's piggy bank.
No, I didn't steal from my parents too much, but it was this mentality. We had so many kids. I have 5 sisters and 4 brothers. So there was this, like, you got to get yours before somebody else gets it mentality. Yeah, you got to get it, you know, like survival of the fittest, pretty much. So if there were like brownies or treats or cookies or something, you'd go in and get what you're allowed to get, and when nobody was looking, you go back and get more before they're all gone.
Stash
you know? Yeah. So that I had that mentality. So I don't know.
Put a brownie in your pillowcase for later.
Dude, I used to hide Velveeta cheese in the jacket pocket of my jacket in the closet.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Just like the big blocks.
Yeah,
of cheese?
I would take the whole block and put it in the jacket pocket.
Why would you eat it?
Yeah, I would nibble
Just
on
by
it
itself.
for a while. Yeah, I'd eat it because I didn't want anybody else.
I
didn't
fucking
want.
hate you.
I didn't want anybody else to finish it off, man. And so my mom was going through stuff and found this dried block of Velveeta cheese sitting in a jacket pocket.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, and I ran away from home one time. I was probably like 10 or something. I just got mad, and I grabbed a block of Velveeta cheese and walked out the door. Gonna survive off of Velveeta cheese.
Fuck you, mom and dad. I'm out of here.
Yeah, no joke. Yeah.
Taking the Velveeta too.
I was a troubled child. No reason to be troubled. Well, maybe I had reasons, but I don't know. My parents certainly didn't deserve it, and I don't deserve my parents. They're really good parents, you know?
Honestly, your parents are sick as fuck.
People would kill for family like mine, not family, for parents like mine. It's the one thing, you know, I learned later on in life. It's one thing that I have that not a lot of people have, you know?
Yeah.
Is like good parents that really did try their best to provide for their family.
I think we talked about that for a while in like one of our first couple podcasts, because like that's a realization I've had over the last like probably 10 years of being out on my own and shit. It's like, especially nowadays, I make more than my parents, like all my parents combined, step and whatever.
Combined. Damn, son.
I mean,
that's why they hit you up. That's why they hit you up for shit all the time. Hey man, you want to buy me that new thing?
I mean, they don't really. I guess my mom hits me up to like help finance like a tattoo. That's just because I'm into that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But then also like they don't really ever ask me for money. I've given my mom money before, just being like, hey, I can't be your dedicated tech support right now because I don't even work in that sector anymore. So I'll just buy you Geek Squad tech support and go fucking get them to fix your computer because I can't do it over the phone while you're in Florida, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's right. She's in Florida.
Yeah. So I've done that shit. But yeah, just knowing that like all the shit that I had growing up, getting like an Xbox when my mom was working like full time at Pep Boys, making like $14 an hour maybe, or it's probably less, honestly. It's probably like $12 an hour.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, dude, I haven't made $12 an hour since 2013 maybe.
13. I think I was in the same boat. I don't know. I made the jump. My minimum wage was it was like $5.50 or $5.25 or something. Then it went up to $7 something. I worked minimum wage forever, and then I finally started getting like 10 an hour on several jobs. I just really did not know or understand my worth to a company. Yeah. So whenever I, you know, and I work hard, whatever it is, you know, work hard and you'll make your way up the ladder essentially, but that ladder has a cap. So I'd have to switch industries. But I'm doing all right. Where I'm at. I really can't change job professions right now. Like if I go into a new field, I'm gonna have to take a cut in pay because
even at that right now, going into a new field is like near impossible for a lot of people. Like Joel, he's another buddy of ours that we've known for a long time. He started streaming for a while and then realized that it doesn't pay the bills as much as he thought it would off rip.
Yeah.
And so he quit, and then he's been trying to find a job, and he's realizing right now that with this whole COVID shit, like you can't really get jobs right now. Places that are hiring
good
still
jobs
are doing like digital stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he's struggling with that, and that's like a struggle for most people, I think, right now that are out of jobs.
Yep.
But yeah, I had to take a step back when I was at Best Buy and like realize my potential and my worth because of like the work that I was doing. I was outselling districts in services and stuff. And like I always kind of didn't beat myself up about it, but I always used the excuse of like, I know I'm getting paid all right for what I do, especially with the way I look. Like, that was like a factor to me, knowing, because like I almost didn't get a job there because of the way I look, having 2-inch plugs. And luckily I hid that shit and hid my tattoos, and they had no idea. And then I walk in for my first day and they're like, who the fuck are you?
Oh yeah, by the way, I'm a miscreant. Yeah,
by the way, I'm a fucking hood rat that smokes real cigarettes.
that's funny. Yeah, the same thing happened to me at it was McDonald's. I like got the job. I've got tattoos on my hands. Hashtag don't do drugs, kids. And I worked there for like a year before the district manager walked through, like, what you got those tattoos on your hands? And I'm like, man, Milton, I've known you for a year now and you haven't noticed this? Seriously? That fool. That motherfucker, he's I don't know. I can't say anything bad to him because the position I was in has a cap. He couldn't pay me more money, and those kinds of positions, they really rely on like 2 or 3 hardworking people to pull everything together. And I felt like I was one of those people, and I really was, because as soon as I quit, that they had it rough for a long time after that. And in fact, I think it was like 6-7 months after, like all of the management from that McDonald's walked out. Yeah. So and then they started paying
you notice your power.
Yeah.
Is when you really start to uptick your life as far as like the jobs that you apply for, the way you apply for them, the way you work, you know?
Yeah.
Like at Best Buy, dude, I was the sales floor was capped at like $12.25. Geek Squad's cap was like $17 before you hit DCI level, which is like the leader of Geek Squad.
Yeah.
And I started in Geek Squad, so I started higher than anybody on the floor. I started at like 11. So like when I applied, they said I'd get $10 an hour, and I was like, hell yeah, sick. And then I'm sitting in there with Leanne, and we're going over the paperwork and shit, and she's like, well, it won't let me put $10 in. And I was like, ah, shit. All right, I guess I'm gonna make like $9.25 like everybody else that starts. She put in 11, and she's like, well, it accepted 11, and I was like, shit, I just got like $1 raise my first day.
Nice.
I was like, hell yeah.
I like Leanne. She was cool.
Oh, I love Leanne. I loved a lot of the people I worked with.
Yeah.
I learned a lot from working there, honestly, about technology and like how to work with it, how to work with people, especially.
Yeah.
And yeah, after that, I kept going up and up, but it was like very, very small incremental raises. And like it got to a point where I was like, I know my value, and I know these other companies starting off will give me more than the sales floor cap.
Right.
And what happened was I applied for a couple different jobs, and then Total Wine hit me up, and that was when I was like party central, you know.
Who hit you up? And Total Wine.
Total Wine.
What's that?
It's like one of the Total Wine is like a wine and liquor and beer store. It's like a liquor store.
Yeah.
But they have like connoisseurs that walk around and help you like find what you're looking for, find what kind of whiskeys or whatever. And one of the guys came into Best Buy that I'd helped, and he was like, "Yo, you should apply here." He's like, we'll pay you well, and you can make a decent living doing this shit, and there's room for growth and stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. And so I let the management know at Best Buy. I was like, hey, I applied here, and they're paying me $12.25 an hour, and you guys said that I can't get any more raises at $12 an hour, so I think I'm gonna have to jump ship. And that was after like 2.5 years, and they were like, Tara, the GM, goes, no, you're not leaving. She goes, give me a couple minutes. And she went and talked to district and got me $12.26, 1 penny more.
Oh yeah.
Than what they were doing, which was also a 26-cent raise, which was higher than anything the year before.
Yep.
And so that happened, and I was like, I live across the street. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking stay.
Definitely. Yeah,
so
it's easier to stay at the established job, especially if they pay more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I used that as a leg up, you know. And then I had a lot of worth, and I knew that, and I applied for computers supervisor and like the computers section supervisor, because I'd basically been doing that job for like 4 or 5 months. And I did the interview and everything, killed it, and they were like, yeah, you're perfect for this position, and we've been looking at you, blah 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 blah. And I was like, all right, cool. And they passed me up for it.
Aw, man.
And I was like, man, fuck this. I was like, they all know I'd be good at it. They want me in a position that's higher up, and they're gonna pass me up for this shit. And that's whenever I came down to Austin and visited Andrew and saw BC. And I was like, you know what? I need like a huge change of pace, and I want to learn this shit. And so I put my 2 weeks in after getting my my interview done with BC and killed it there. And I went back to them and I was like, hey, I need to put my 2 weeks in. And they're like, what the fuck? We just got you a raise. I was like, yeah, but are you going to be able to give me a $5 pay increase off rip?
What the fuck was that?
What do you mean?
Don't tell me. I just heard some crazy shit. Oh, I still got Tarkov open. Whoopsie. I got my scav case in, so all I heard was some crazy Russian. What the fuck is going on here?
You just got some fucking loot, dog.
Anyway, oh yeah, there you go. He uses that one.
Videos
he uses that sound to throw us off while we're playing games, man. And it gets people too. That's the hilarious part.
It's so good, especially when it's like a really intense moment. I feel like a dick.
Nah,
it's
funny.
so funny.
It's fucking hilarious, dude.
Yeah. And then I put my 2 weeks in there, and they were all upset. And I was like, look, I'm gonna be real with you. I wouldn't have even looked for another job because I do like working here, and I did want to go further, above and beyond, you know.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we only passed you up for computer supervisor because we needed a different supervisor for a geek squad. And that's what we were trying to hold out for. I was like, that's the kind of shit that you got to tell people.
Yep. You got to let them know.
Don't say that we chose this person over you. The person they chose over me is shit at their job. And they fucking failed within a couple of months. And now there's no supervisors in Best Buys at all, or in that Best Buy at all.
They got rid of all of them?
Yeah. I'm not going to say that because of me leaving, because when I left, hella people started leaving Best Buy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they left because of me, but like there's a certain edge of culture that certain people can bring.
Yeah.
That makes it not just a fun place to work, but like you can be happy not making the best money.
Dude, I had a lot of fun working there. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
same.
know if they know, but yeah, I worked at Best Buy with Typo. He got me a job there.
Yeah. And like it's cool as fuck. I didn't mind making less money, but whenever it was time for me to actually be making more money, like I should have been making more money.
Yeah.
They weren't ready to step up to the plate like I was.
Nope.
And so when I left, that's when a bunch of people ended up leaving. And now I don't know how Best Buy's doing personally, but like I go into that same Best Buy and literally there's one person that still works there that I know.
Yeah, they're not. I don't think Best Buy's doing too well, but they constantly make changes, so it's not that bad. Oh, I actually remember I walked in there the other day for a microwave. You know that same guy that's been in appliances? Brad, yeah, no, he's still fucking there,
well,
dude.
Fast motherfucker. That's what I was saying. That's the only person that I know that's still there.
That's funny.
Every time I go there, he's still there, and he's like, "Oh, what are you doing here, man?"
Yeah.
Like, just coming to see you.
No, it'd be like,
losers.
What are you doing here, man? Dude's like 45 years old. Still, I guess if it pays the bills, it pays the bills. Like,
well, I mean, dude, he's super comfortable. I'm pretty sure he made a lot of money at some point in his life because he is buff, well fit. He has like a 20-year-old girlfriend.
Ooh, nice.
He's in like a polyamorous relationship.
What?
Doing all this crazy shit. Yeah, dude. He's like doing a non-monogamous thing, and he's been doing that for a long time. And like, dude, he's killing it, and he's fine with what he's doing. He's like, yeah, I'm just ready to retire soon.
Yeah, he's just happy where he is. Oh, yeah,
just happy with what he's doing.
To each their own, man.
Well, I mean, you remember Jim, right?
Nope.
Jim old from man? Computers, the old guy with white hair, glasses.
Yeah, I remember him.
Expert. You know, the only reason he worked there is because he was tired of being bored at home because he was already retired.
Oh yeah, so he just got some job he could go at.
Yeah, he's like, he only worked there because he got to work with Apple products and he got to talk to them.
It's not bad. I mean,
yeah,
I'm probably gonna do the same thing, if I'm not in doing my own business thing. If I ever retire, if there's still Social Security and retirement in it for me,
You gotta fund yourself on that shit now.
Well, I've got 401ks. I've got 2 different 401ks. I'm saving for retirement. Like, I bring home the same amount of money per year that I did bring home, 5 years ago. It's the same amount. But I have health insurance and I put a lot away into retirement. So yeah, it doesn't seem like much of a change.
Speaking of retirement and bettering our futures, we should segue into our sponsors for today.
All right. I think it's your turn to read first.
It is my turn.
Yes.
So today,
take it away.
The P.E.E.N podcast is brought to you by Spanx. Spanx, as we all know, is an underwear company that specializes in slimming garments that help women feel great about themselves and their potential. Spanx has decided to take down one of the leading causes of morning wood and male Chotorino syndrome. So, with their new product, they guarantee a long, skinny peen of your wildest dreams that will come true. Patented in the US and Australia, the new line of Spinks, see what I did there?
Yeah, I see
Offer
what you did
the
there.
comfortable and near pleasurable dick slimming sheath for your undergarments. Just install the Spinks in any pair of boxer shorts. Easily attachable to the button area of most common boxers, keeping a tight grip on your groin, allowing for blood flow while restricting buildup. This new sheath even tightens when you walk to the bathroom for your morning pee, making sure to stretch and slim your thick Chotorino to that desirable pencil-thin peen. Side effects may include anal seepage, wrinkled foreskin, shrunken testicles, chafing of the inner thighs, loss of penis head, and ejaculation. Consult with your physician if you pee in the morning and your stream has 2 separate flows. Use code PGSkinnyMini2020 at checkout for 69% off your first order of $400 or more. That's code PGSkinnyMini2020 at checkout for 69% off your first order of $400 or more. Spinks, like never before seen for a long skinny peen.
I need some of that, honestly. Maybe to stretch it out a bit. I don't know. I'm looking forward to trying out that product. I hear that you got a pair though.
Yeah, I have a pair. I'm wearing them right now.
Nice.
I'll stand up. You guys can't even see it.
Yep.
That's how skinny it is right now.
You can't even see his peen.
See that?
Yeah.
So skinny.
Nice. I'm worried about the wrinkled foreskin, but
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, I don't have to worry about that.
risk versus reward, man. I think that it's worth it. Worth the risk. Yeah.
I agree.
Well, thank you very much for sponsoring this episode of the show. This
Spinks.
episode is also brought to you by IKEA. Everyone loves IKEA. Inexpensive, ready-to-assemble Swedish furniture you put together with an adorable little key. Well, the Swedes have done it again. IKEA now offers piggyback rides, the shameless way to get to point A. Honestly, it's the next Uber. Don't take my word for it. John Smith gives it 5 stars and says, "Wee!" Debbie May's 5-star review reads, "Nothing better than riding a 6-foot Swede into the wild. This is the best, not creepy way to still have fun, even though you're probably overweight. Schedule one in advance for a seamless transition to your next location. IKEA Piggyback Rides. Download the app now. No assembly required." Thank you very much, IKEA Piggyback Rides, for sponsoring this episode of the podcast. I got to get a few piggyback rides throughout the week, just down to the corner store. It's only a couple miles, it's relatively inexpensive. And if you download the app and use code PEEN, it'll get you 10% off your first piggyback ride.
That's pretty sick. 10%
It
off
is.
of piggyback rides?
It is, man. And I thought I was going to be, super creepy about it because, I was naked. So I thought it'd be weird for me to ride nude into town, but he was all about it. I'm telling you.
I mean, Europeans are very open.
No, Sven was his name. Sven was my driver's
Sven.
name. 5 stars on IKEA Piggyback Rides. He did a fantastic job. He even cradled my junk because...
Dude, you wouldn't even have to worry about that if you just wore Spinks.
Exactly. That's I was about to say that.
You'd be like, what is that? Is that a pencil or are you happy to see me?
Nah, he's like, is that a roll of quarters on my back or is that your dick? And I was like, yeah, I'm not wearing any pants, so...
I'm honestly surprised that you didn't go with the whole piggyback rides inside of IKEA
Oh, yeah? No.
because it's so huge. Have you ever been to IKEA?
Nope, never. I don't...
Oh my, you've never been to IKEA? I don't recommend it, by the way.
Yes, that's why I never... They have nothing that I want, dude. Like, why would I want cheap furniture? Like, I've got so much shit here. You can go to a garage sale and get some...
I mean, you're good. Your parents definitely bought a shit ton of furniture,
Well, I've got furniture for days. Like, when they die, I'm literally inheriting 3 generations of Browning furniture. So I've got, like solid dresser drawers that my great-great-grandmother had, stuff like
Yeah, it's
that.
like walnut and shit.
Yeah, like hardwood.
Oh, yeah,
They
but
don't make
so-
that stuff anymore.
The big thing about IKEA is you walk in, there's a big main entrance, and there's arrows that lead you around all these different sections. It's like a huge warehouse that they have like fake walls and partitions, and they've got different sections for like bathing, bathrooms, bedrooms, all that shit, lighting, and it sucks because you have to walk for like an hour and a half to 2 hours to get to where you need to go. And yeah, with a piggyback ride inside, I would I guess you could still do that with their app.
Yeah, you could, couldn't you? It'd be a lot cheaper too, indoors. You know, they charged me an outdoor fee, so that makes sense.
Oh shit. Yeah. You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool to know that they'll do it. Like you need to hit McDonald's or something.
It's the next Uber. I'm telling you, it's gonna be huge.
Line.
Swedish innovators, man, they know what's up, dude. I'm telling you. Like, I mean, some of my favorite people are Swedish. PewDiePie's Swedish. PewDiePie. I wish I haven't been watching his videos. I don't know if he has any new ones up. I don't know. He did a series on Subnautica, which I fucking love that game, and he did a series on it.
Andrew played that game for a while.
Yeah, the thing is that I think he gets bored of the game, and he'll do something that he actually likes doing instead of finishing that or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He like stops the game halfway through, and we don't get any new videos of it. It kind of upsets me because I really love that game. I wish he would have done more. There's so much more that he could do in it, but I think he just got bored of it. Anyway, he's super into Minecraft. To be honest,
I never picked up the game because it looked boring. Like the way that I look at games is, say the game's $60.
Yeah.
I should be able to get 60 hours out of it.
Really? $1 an hour?
$1 an hour. I think that's very, very low. Like Tarkov, I have almost 80 something. I have like 80 something plus days.
Dude, I think I have more than that. Subnautica is a super grindy game. I've got like 100 plus hours in Subnautica. I played that game a lot. And I have the new one, the Below Zero one. It's not finished. I got it when it was like they had like 10 minutes of the campaign in, so I got it for like $10. And so I essentially got a
10 hours out of that. See, $10, 10 hours, that's a worthwhile purchase.
No, it was like 10 minutes. No, 10 minutes. Like the campaign was like 10 minutes. You can play it for
10 hours, though. I'm not talking about just campaigns. I'm talking about playability without being super repetitive and without
it gets repetitive real
losing
quick.
interest. If I can keep interest in a game for 10 hours and I paid $10 for it, I'm happy with it.
Yeah. No, I enjoy that game. But I'm on that Tarky grind, dude. There's no other game like it. I hear Warzone's pretty fun. I see a bunch of videos of people playing Warzone.
Is fun.
Yeah,
I've played some Warzone with Prime and a couple other people.
Yeah,
and it's pretty fun. I played with Ryan Cox the other night. I don't know why I said his last name.
Cax.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. It's out there now. Everybody knows. Tie us to that
but I
name.
played with him and Nerd, which is like one of our buddies that we played with back in the day. And yeah, I mean it's pretty fun, but Tarkov's just
takes the cake, man. It really does. Nothing gets you on edge like Escape from Tarkov. Shout out to Nikita. Yeah.
Nikita,
yeah. Shout out to Nikita. Hey, does that Nikita guy still work for BC? Yeah, he's still there. I haven't seen him.
He's like a lead support engineer.
Cool.
Senior support engineer. Yeah.
Cool, man.
He just bought like a $300,000 house in South Austin.
That's terrible.
I mean, it's a pretty good price for the location and the size.
I think buying a house to live in is a bad idea. The more and more I get into real estate investment, the way that the people that are super successful do it, they have a bunch of rental properties and they only rent homes. That's it. Yeah. They rent the house they live in, and then they own properties that they have rented out. So that's one way of doing it anyway. It's like it goes against everything that so my parents, they're 60 years plus old. So the way that they grew up doing things and the way that things happen now are completely different. So
you can't buy a pack of gum for 25 cents anymore.
And we used to, man. There was this what was it? There was this corner store when I was growing up in Neosho, Missouri called Fuller's Market. You could go there and you could buy 5-cent candies,
Oh yeah, I remember that, dude. There used to be those little it's like a cellophane wrapped package of like 4 little chiclet looking gum.
Yeah.
They used to have a bunch of those. You could get like 5 of those for like 15 cents. So you just go
Yeah.
grab a handful, put it up there, and pay like $1.
Exactly. Yeah, it was the same way, except they had a bunch of different kinds of gums or candies, I should say, like all the different flavored Tootsie Rolls and all, just like Laffy Taffies and stuff. You pay $0.25 for one of the mini Laffy Taffies, which was awesome because I could just like search for change in the house and get candy for the day. It's probably why I was so fat as a child. That and the cheese.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Dude, eating Velveeta cheese by itself, just a block of Velveeta cheese, you are fucking disgusting.
It's funny. So when my son was like 4, 5, or 6 or something, I don't know when he got a hold of cheese for the first time, but we used to walk in on him opening the fridge and he'd just be staring at it. Then he'd look up at us and he'd go, cheese. He just wanted some cheese.
Oh man, we're talking about food again, and I'm hungry now.
There we go.
I did 2 sick ass things this week.
Nice. Let's hear them.
As opposing to my previous weeks in quarantine. I went out and bought groceries to meal prep.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which went really well. I still have a little bit of food left, which I'm gonna eat here probably after this. I made Montreal seasoned chicken with rice, broccoli, and carrots, and portioned it out to about 8 different meals that I could do for lunch, dinner, whatever. I'll probably change it up for this next week coming up. And then I also made 8 burgers, and I bought chicken nuggets, but I haven't used many. I cooked 4 chicken tenders the other day and put them on a burger with a burger patty, and used patty melt sauce that I had left over from getting Whataburger one time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fucking fire.
Nice. And how well's that meal prep going for you? Are you like
It's good. I don't think I've lost any weight, but like I don't feel like I'm gonna shit myself every time I eat something.
Yeah, that's not normal.
Dude. I'd eat 2 lean pockets and I'd be like, oh god, I got a diarrhea right now.
It's that processed food, man. You're getting older. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You ever wake up feeling hungover when you haven't had anything to drink?
Nope.
The night before? No. I mean, I do sometimes. Like, especially when I was, I don't know, I'll say maybe 3 years ago or something like that. I ate whatever I wanted, man. I was exercising every day through work, so. But I wake up feeling hungover just by I'd wake up like, damn, I didn't drink anything and I got a fucking headache. This is my life now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just changed my diet, started taking multivitamins, so, which has been working out for me.
Yeah, that's another thing. Finally went outside after basically 3 weeks of being almost exclusively inside.
Yeah.
When it was sunny the other day, and like surprisingly felt great. I never really noticed that. Like, I was like, oh my god, this is nice being out here.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
And the sun's like beating down me. It was kind of hot, but I was like, man, this feels great. Actually,
Cool
my
breeze.
house stays at like 69 to 70 degrees at all times, so it's like
fucking
not
cold.
cold. It's not cold.
That's
but
cold, man.
It's colder than outside for sure.
79,
I'm
60
a hot
degrees.
sleeper, dude. I gotta keep it at 69.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a sex number.
Code PG Skinny Mini 2020. Remember that, guys.
Okay. Yeah, man, it's been really nice outside. I mean, I work outside, so I've enjoyed my time out there. And I really like that there's like a sense of camaraderie between strangers, honestly. Like, I'll strike up a conversation. I got free coffee the other day. I think that the guy behind the counter might have been gay. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Hell yeah, dude.
I don't know.
I mean, he probably was. He probably loved you.
I like went to get my coffee, kind of looked up at him. He was staring at me. I was like, that's weird. Struck up a conversation. It was just, I don't know. We just banter.
Maybe he thought your hair was greasy.
It probably was. I'm a greasy fuck. No, anyway, he gave it to me for free. I was like, cool, man, thanks, dude. And that was the end of it, but I got a weird vibe from him. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but there was probably a good chance that he wanted my nuts.
Maybe.
I don't know. I just think that with all the nonsense going on, people are finding the humanity inside themselves to overlook all the nonsense, and we start acting like people again, Well,
I think I mentioned it in the last podcast. Megan said that she went to H-E-B or Walmart or something.
Yeah, something
and there
like
was
that.
like, there's people in there, and just like random people would just start talking. like actually talking instead of like usually you go to the grocery store, people are like minding their own business.
Yeah, keep your head down.
Shit and going. But like this is the only human interaction that they've had is going and getting their groceries.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like similar situation there.
Yep. So it's all at the end of the day. What do I want to call this? Adversity. Adversity is good for people.
Yeah.
Being put outside your comfort zone and being reminded that you're not invincible and that there are bigger problems. It's really good for you. You can't have a safe space your entire life. If you live your life in a safe space, you'll never develop as a human being.
Yeah, true.
Yep, definitely. So it's good for us. Heart goes out to those who have been affected by this in a negative way, of course. But this is use it as a catalyst for reinvention. Use it to motivate you to do better or to push you to take that step. You're outside your comfort zone. You're in that panic mode. Use it to your advantage. Don't succumb to don't succumb to the negative effects of it. If it's overwhelming, take a step back, see what you can do about it. Reach out to your friends and family for help.
That's one of the best times, and probably you see the most growth and the best growth.
Yes.
Whenever you're outside of your comfort zone. So.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
I've been outside of my comfort zone. It's weird that this whole thing happens. Like I don't know. I'd say probably October, November, December. I've been very comfortable for a long time now. Okay with bare minimum. That's essentially my whole life. I can do the bare minimum and get by and be fine with it. And I mean, last October, it just the way that the universe aligned. It just dawned on me that I have to do something more than what I'm doing. So, yeah, man, pushing me outside my comfort zone. And it's been good for me. It's been rough, too. It's not easy. I know I make it look easy. I make everything look easy because I put a fucking smile on my face, Yeah. And I talk about it like I'm an expert. It's called confidence, bitch. Yes, and I have an ego, but I'm working on it. Anyway, so motivation. Find it. Discipline and motivation. I think I've said this before about, I don't know, it's easy to feel motivated and want to do something, but it's hard to gain discipline to continue that thing you want.
Yeah.
I have no discipline at all. I was on a diet, the keto diet. I dropped, I went from 180 to 150. It was like 150, 152, depending on the time of day and what I ate. I'm back up to 160, man. I haven't done anything at all. I've been eating whatever I wanted. I finished a whole pizza by myself yesterday, and
You're not eating fucking blocks of Velveeta cheese, are you? Oh,
no.
I really fucking hope not. I actually ate a whole pizza the other day too.
That's hard. I fucking love pizza, dude. It's my favorite.
It was a Red Baron pizza, and honestly, like I'm usually a Papa John's guy.
Yeah, I had Papa John's yesterday. Yeah. Ate the whole thing.
Yeah, I remember you had to leave to go pick it up.
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't hit delivery.
I didn't hit delivery. I was like, I was weirded out at first because usually you leave a tip at the end of the order and it wasn't there. I was like, I guess I'll just sign the receipt and leave one for him then, right? And then I was like looking at my tracking it, and it said it was ready. And then it said picked up was the next one. I'm like, oh shit. So I went back and looked. I was like, damn it, man, I got to go fucking get it. Jeez, I'm such a lazy bitch sometimes, man.
Yeah.
More so now than ever, man. You know what else? I think
the pizza. I actually bought real Hot Pockets this time, not Lean Pockets.
Yeah.
So good, dude. So good.
Yeah. Here we are talking about food again. Food, delicious.
Basically a penis and food podcast.
Yeah. Do you know, we should probably just stick to that, like dicks and food, like.
Yeah. Like using donuts properly.
We really don't have a direction. I don't care that we don't have a direction. I just care
right now,
we do this.
There's no way to have a direction unless you want to talk about.
We don't have like a specialty, like, I don't know. Doing this over the internet is hard enough.
Yeah.
And just having Like, I don't have
quarantined is hard enough.
Yeah, I don't have anything to teach anybody right now, okay? The best way I feel I can teach is through my life experiences. I just wish that I had an outline of what I should say, like what topics I wanted to touch on. I don't know.
Yeah,
It is
maybe
what it
Leave a
is.
comment below if you're on YouTube, or DM us on Twitter or Instagram or whatever. If you think that every podcast we have one story that we go over, one of us will do a story, then the next podcast we'll do another story, and we'll just break it up. And each podcast will have at least like one story time, because we've got stupid stories, dude.
We do, and it's funny because, and I was talking to Reagan about this the other day. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I had helped him move his girlfriend from Houston to here. Yeah, we had a great time. It went real smooth.
What did he think of the podcast? He listened to the most recent.
Oh yeah, no, he likes him. He really enjoys him. He laughs throughout the whole thing too. He made me fucking listen to it. He's like, I hope you like feel like listening to yourself for 4 hours. I actually fell asleep.
It's because you have such a soothing voice.
No, I was just tired, man. You know, like halfway through, I just passed out, and I kept waking up, like, because he would turn, not even like, it wasn't even abrupt. It was the slightest turn to follow the road, and I would just like, felt like I was falling, and
he's wrecking.
Just wake up like, oh yeah, I have a really hard time letting other people drive me around places.
I can't really fall asleep.
I can't do it, dude. I can't.
Let alone while someone else is driving.
Well, I could fall asleep. I better I fall asleep, because otherwise I'd be in the back seat freaking out like, the light's red. They're stopping. You should stop. Yeah.
I mean, I'll fall asleep, but I wake up at literally the slightest.
Yeah, same. That's how it was with me. Anyway, dang, I wanted to say something about Reagan. I don't remember what it was.
Listening to the podcast, he was laughing the whole time.
Yeah, that was what you said, not what I said. Anyway, I had helped him move. Damn, I got to go back and listen to it. I'm not even going to remember.
Stories?
Yeah, that's it. So he'll listen to the podcast, and he'll remind me of stories that I totally forgot. Like he wants, when we have him on finally, he has so many ideas of just so many stories that he's brought up off cast that I'm like, dude, I forgot all about that. Like I don't even remember that, you know?
I don't even know what you're talking about. So.
But yeah, well, exactly. No, he reminds me of things that we used to do, and I'm like, man, this is the kind of stuff that we need to have you on to talk about, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it was a good move, easy transition. He was very grateful, which is the whole reason why I did it in the first place, because I'm a selfish bitch. So all I really wanted were his praises of friendship.
Yeah.
He's listening to this now. Like, at least he's honest about it. That's what everybody
Reagan,
says.
We love you.
Yeah, we do.
Buy me a rock star.
Oh my goodness.
Hit that PT Cruiser life, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, I remember that thing. Oh my goodness. That was
well, we can close it out with one story. Do you want to do one? I've got one.
I don't have a story. I don't know what I want to talk about, honestly.
All right. So this happened. We were together, actually, and I looked like a total D-bag. So we went to this party on New Year's, okay? And it was down the street from a liquor store, and one of the guys that lived there apparently was stealing from the liquor store and selling liquor out of his house.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, we were also underage.
Underage.
And so we go to this party, and I'm wearing a black bandana tied in the back. I've got long fucking emo hair. I have a black and mild sticking in it like this. In the bandana, hanging down next to my ear. And I think I'm so fucking cool, all right? We get to this party, and we get there, and the guy finally comes in. He's got like a box of liquor, and we're like, hell yeah. We all start taking shots. I'm drinking like Bacardi Limon. And I had like 4 or 5 shots, and it kind of got a little boring.
Yeah.
So we were all about to leave, and we go outside and get in the car, and before we turn on the engine, we see flashlights swarm around us.
No.
No? What?
We all sat down, and a cop car drove behind me, and I was like, oh shit, I can't. Like right behind me in the parking lot, and I was like, dude,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just saw that guy. I've been drinking. I don't think it's a good idea. And then we were sitting there contemplating what to do next, and then
Car's still off. And then we see some cops walking up to us and they're knocking on the windows, and they get us all out of the car.
Guns drawn.
Guns
dude.
drawn. Yeah, guns drawn, flashlights, like full tactical setup.
Yeah.
And they pull us out of the cars. I mean, they didn't pull us. They asked us to get out of the cars, and they told us to be quiet. And we all had to sit down next to the door for where we were just partying at.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to them, we were already in there. They thought that we were just arriving.
Yeah, we told them
So-
that we had just left. We were like, no, we were actually just leaving. The first set of cops.
Yeah.
We were just leaving. Yeah, no, we were coming out. We're getting out of there.
They started questioning us, and they bust in the door, and they go in. People start getting handcuffed and like guns drawn on everybody, and everybody's laying on the ground. And I'm sitting there in the hallway. I don't remember where you were. You might have still been outside, or you might have been in the
they
hallway.
moved
with
us
me.
all in as soon as they bust the door, and they moved us into the hallway.
Yeah, none of us were handcuffed.
Nah.
Everybody inside was handcuffed.
Yep.
And apparently they were busting that guy for drugs and selling to minors liquor that he was stealing from the liquor store. And so I'm sitting there, I got my Black and Mild. The cop comes, grabs the Black and Mild, puts it on the ground. He's like, "What is this?" I was like, "It's a Black and Mild." And he stomps it. And he's like, "You're not gonna be smoking that." And I was like, "Man, fuck you. That was like $1, you bitch."
And he didn't say
And,
that out loud though.
Yeah, I definitely didn't say
Typo's
that.
too much of a bitch.
I'm not a bitch. I'll make a cop feel weird, but I'm not gonna talk shit to him. You know?
Yeah.
That's just asking for trouble, looking like a Neanderthal, anyways. And so,
I actually pointed that out too because they wanted to search the cars of the people that were in there that had cars parked out front, and some bitch was like trying to tell them that they couldn't search the car or something like that. They found like a 1/4 pound of weed in her car, and I was like, dude, don't you get it? Like with a piece of paper, we are literally their bitches right now. And I had the cops laughing. They were laughing.
cops were like, "These fucking guys get it." They're
Yeah.
just getting to this party, and we're like, I had like 5 shots back to back before we left.
Yeah, I was drunk.
So I was
dude.
like, I was buzzing. I'm not gonna say I was
Mhm.
drunk because I ain't no bitch. You know what I'm saying? No, I was probably drunk.
Now you're drunk.
Yeah. Then they're like, "You guys are over 18, so you guys can just leave." I was like 17 at the time, so the cops were like, "We're gonna call your mom, and she has to come pick you up." And I was like, fuck, like making a big deal out of it to the
Yeah.
cops. My mom didn't care. My mom just was happy that I wasn't in trouble. Well, when they ran my name and called my mom, they're like, "All right, well, fuck this kid." And my mom comes to pick me up, and she gets out and she's acting all pissed off, even though she wasn't pissed off. And they're like, "Oh, hey, Mom." And they're like, "Oh, hey." They're like, "So this is the second raid that he's been a part of.
Yeah.
And it seems that he's around bad people all the time." And they told my mom point blank that the next time that I was involved in anything related to drugs or anything, they were going to plant drugs on me and take me to jail.
Criminal mischief.
Yeah, for criminal mischief.
Yeah.
And so that was the second raid I was in. The first raid was at my own house.
Yeah. We should save
another
that
story
for next time.
Yeah, that's another time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my mom was like, "Oh, you better stop fucking up, like getting on me." And she was like, "All right, I'm taking him home. I'm gonna beat your ass." We get in the car and she's laughing. I'm laughing. I was like, "Man, they're gonna plant drugs on me next time." I was like, "I need to get the fuck out of Texas." And she ended up being like, "Hey, where do you want to go?" And so I went to another party.
Yeah.
That was Cody Redden's house, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, and that was the night that me and what's her face, or that was like a couple nights after me and what's her face broke up, and then she ended up having a threesome with 2 cousins there. Yeah, and like I was not even sexually active really at all.
Who are we talking about? What's her face?
Rebecca,
I don't remember.
she looked like a supermodel.
Oh, her? No way.
Yep,
No way.
with Cody and Colton.
No way.
Yep.
Wow.
And so at that party, she was there. It was cordial. I didn't care. We were broken up, whatever. It's like we dated for like 2 months, you know. Wasn't a big deal. She went to a super Pentecostal church too, which freaked me out because I went in there with her and I was like, "I've been to church before. This isn't a big deal." And then they were all like, "Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, shimma-da-ma-da-da-da," and I was like, "The fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you just saying words? You're not even saying words."
They're speaking tongues.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, we're just speaking tongues." I was
Yeah,
like,
well.
So you just do that. Even though the Bible says like it's not something you can control, you just can make yourself speak in tongues. Cool. But yeah, I made a milk jug hookah that night at that party. And yeah, then found out later on that she went in like straight hoed up. And I was like, oh God,
Dude, that's messed up. You know,
I mean, I don't care. I don't think it's messed up. She could do whatever she wants, you know.
I got blamed for that police raid. Did you know that?
Yeah, they said they thought that you called the cops. Or something.
Yeah, so one of the guys that lived there, not the guy that worked at the liquor store, I had seen him months later, and he was like mad at me, and I was like, "What's going on? I don't get it." And he, you know, like you don't know, pretty much. And so they essentially thought that I had ratted him out or something, and
that you like set them up.
That I set him up or something like that. Anyway,
how convenient! You were leaving at the exact time the cops.
Yeah, exactly. No, but I had been later. I had ran into him. Actually, I was working at Huddle House, and he was working at Huddle House, and he was like, "Man, for the longest time, they thought that you were the one that snitched, but they know it wasn't you now." So apparently, they had gotten snitched on again and had found out that so and so had told them, and were the ones that had previously said something to the police about it. So. Cleared my name up. I mean, I didn't need to hang out with those kids anyway. A bunch of miscreants.
Yeah, they were kind of a bunch of fucking idiots.
Yeah. I got a few stories about those guys. We could probably get into it some other time. Join us next time on our experience with the first police raid, because that was something.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I know, right? Wasn't that crazy? That was all within like
that was a
year.
Semi-shitty evening for me. If you catch
yeah, it was, man. Well, we'll leave that there. I guess I'm ready to get this over with so I can play some Tarkov, honestly.
Yeah, I think I have time for one. Megan's here.
Oh, fuck that.
Fuck you.
Tell her to shove off.
Megan.
No, don't break her hair. No, don't do it. No.
Aaron says to shove off.
No, stop it. You're making me look bad. She's going to come in there and ruin the whole podcast.
She said, can he think of anything better than shove off? She looks fucking phenomenal right.
Is she angry? No?
No, she's not angry. She's smiling. She just thinks
okay.
dumb.
All right. No, I can't right now. All right.
He can't.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to follow us. Subscribe, please.
Even if you
leave a comment.
If you enjoyed it and you don't want to follow us, that's fine. Just share it.
No, it's not. It's not okay. You don't tell them. You don't give them that option, typo. Fuck you. Smash like, subscribe. That's what you say.
Free the people.
Yeah. How about some outro music? Let's kick this up to the next level.
Peace out, y'all.
Yeah.
Later, Gators.
Let's go.